Why do some people chase money their entire life and never feel rich, while others seem to attract wealth effortlessly? What if I told you the real secret has nothing to do with working harder, but everything to do with how you create value and how you think? So, guys, welcome back to our magical life. Today, let us see chapter number 6, How Riches Come to You. This chapter will provide you the secret of wealth, why money flows to some people effortlessly. We have been conditioned to believe that wealth is competition, that for you to win, someone else must lose. So, we hustle harder, undercut others, and chase money like it's running away from us. But here is the truth: wealth doesn't come from competition, it comes from creation. There are two ways to live. When you choose the competitive way, it will lead you to the fear, scarcity, and struggle. When you choose the creative way, it will lead you to abundance, growth, and opportunity. And only one leads to real riches. That is the creative way. Here is the law most people never understood. There are two types of values: the cash value and the use value. Cash value means what something costs for you, but the use value means what it actually does for your life. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine you are buying a $20 worth book, and that book teaches you a skill that helps you to earn $10,000 a month. Was it expensive, or was it the best investment in your life? Now imagine the opposite. You spend $500 on something and never use it. That is not value, that is a loss. So the true wealth is created when you give more in use than you take in money. The moment you stop asking, how can I make money from the people, and start asking, how can I improve people's life? How can I add value to people's life? That is the question that changes everything. That outlook changes everything. Your business grows, your income expands, and your work gains meaning. Because now you are no longer chasing the money. Money is chasing the value you create in other people's life. Understand that completely. If what you are offering doesn't genuinely improve someone's life, you shouldn't be selling it. That's the standard. And if you build a business, make it a place where people grow, not just earn, but to learn, not just work, but to rise. Because true wealth lives everyone who involved in that business. Now, here is where it gets powerful. Everything you want starts as a thought. If you want something, a home, a business, and a financial freedom in your life, you must first see it clearly in your mind, and you must believe it is already on its way to you, and you must act like it's possible for you. These are the 3 steps you have to do if you want something to happen in your life. Once again, I will repeat it. If you want something to happen in your life, you must first see it clearly in your mind. Means visualize. You have to visualize it clearly as if it is already done. Okay, second step is that you have to believe it is already on its way to you or already been there in your life. And number 3, act like it is possible for you. Okay, these are the 3 steps. Let's say you want a new opportunity. You start thinking differently. You notice things are ignoring before are coming up. You meet the right people, and suddenly the path appears, not by accident, but because your mind creates alignment. There is a force in this universe that wants more life, more growth, more expression. And that force is working through you. That desire you feel for more, for a better life, for acquiring more wealth, that is not a greed, that is the potential within you trying to express itself through you. Like a musician who feels music inside but hasn't yet learned a play. Yes, your dreams are real because they come from something real within you, your authentic self. So don't ignore your dreams. Most people doesn't fail because they can't succeed. They fail because they think small. They feel guilty for wanting more, and they believe there isn't enough for everyone. So they settle for less, for enough to survive, when life is offering so much more. There was a man who once asked for just a rug and a stove, and he got them. But then he realized that I asked for too little. So he expanded his vision. He imagined his dream home with every minute details, every room, etc. And step by step, he built it into his reality. So what is the lesson from this? Your life expands to the size of your vision. Now, let us see the summary of this chapter in detail. Number 1, wealth does not require exploration. You don't need to cheat or manipulate others to become rich. True wealth comes from fair and honest exchange. For example, you should not be selling a low quality products by exaggerating the benefits. You should always be selling a product that genuinely solves a problem. Example, a course that actually helps someone to earn money. So the insight here is that you have to understand that long-term wealth comes from trust, not from tricks. Number 2, cash value versus use value. Cash value is equal to the price of the product you sell, and use value is equal to the impact on the life by buying the product. So always aim to deliver higher use value than the price paid. Example of creating higher values are a $20 book that helps you build a $5,000 per month skill. It is an example of creating higher value. And a $100 fitness program that transforms someone's health is a higher value product. So understand that even if the price is small, the impact it creates in people's life is huge. Number 3, ethical versus unethical exchange. A deal is unethical if it does not benefit the buyer. A deal is ethical if it improves the buyer's life. For example, selling expensive software to someone who doesn't need is an unethical exchange, isn't it? And selling a tool that helps a business double its revenue and it is ethical. You can ask yourself, will this actually help this person before selling anything? Number 4, shift from competition to creation. Stop thinking that, how do I beat others? Instead of that, start thinking, how do I create value in other people's life? For example, competing by lowering the prices and copying others' products is an example of competition, while creating a unique product or a service that solves a deeper problem is the example of creation. Number 5, business and employees principle. Business should not just extract value, but should create growth potential opportunities as well. For example, instead of paying employees minimum wage with no growth, focus should be on offering the employees skill development programs, promotion incentives for their performance. So understand that a good company helps their employees to increase their own value over time. Number 6, wealth comes from formless substance. Wealth originates from an invisible creative force within you, the intelligent, the invisible intelligence within you. For example, before Uber existed, it was just an idea, isn't it? Before smartphone existed, it was just an imagination. So understand that everything physical starts as a thought first. Number 7, visualization plus absolute faith. You must see clearly what you want, and you must believe it is already coming to you, and this is the key for success. For example, someone visualizes owning a business, starts learning skills, meets the right mentor, gets the right opportunities. So understand that the vision guides your actions and decisions. Number 8, wealth comes through natural channels. Wealth doesn't magically appear. It comes through people and opportunities. For example, if you want a job, you meet someone at an event, and that connection leads you to an opportunity. It may look like coincidence, but it aligns with your intention. Number 9, universal intelligence works for all. The system works in a way where everyone benefits. For example, you start a business, you earn more, customers get value out of your business, and the employees get job and salary out of your business. So wealth creation is not a zero-sum game. It benefits everyone. That you have to understand. Number 10, you can have anything with a purpose. You can desire anything that contributes to growth and life expansion. For example, wanting a luxury home not just for status, but for comfort, creativity, family well-being is having a right purpose. So the intention matters. Number 11, desire is equal to the divine expression. Your desires are not random. They come from a deeper intelligence within you. They are all expressions from your authentic self. The deeper intelligence within you expressed through you. For example, a passion for music leads someone to become a musician, and a desire to teach leads someone to create courses. So understand that your desire is a direction, not a distraction. Number 12, God or the universal energy expresses through you. Universal, understand that the universe want to create, the universe want to build, or the universe want to experience the life through you. For example, an artist feels inspired to paint, or a business person feels driven to build something. Understand that these are the expressions of the creative energy through you. Number 13, reject the poverty mindset. Limiting beliefs such as money is bad, I shouldn't want too much, or that is not enough for everyone. All these are limiting beliefs which will block your wealth. Examples are: someone avoids opportunity because they feel they doesn't deserve more. Another person embraces the growth and he achieves success. So understand that your mindset directly affects the results. Number 14, don't think small. Asking for too little limits your life. For example, you should not be wanting just enough salary to survive. You should be aiming to build wealth, freedom, and impact. Understand that the bigger your vision, the bigger your actions would be. Number 15, power of clear vision. Clear mental pictures will lead you to real world results. For example, someone visualizes their dream home, later on starts saving, learns investing, and find opportunities. So understand that your vision lead you to action, which will again lead you to the new reality. Number 16, faith determines results. Your results are directly linked to your belief level. Example, person A who always have doubts which will lead him to take weak actions, which will lead him to get smaller results. But a person B with strong beliefs, this will lead him to consider bolder actions, and this will lead him to big results. So understand that belief drives behavior, and the behavior drives to your desired results. So the ultimate simplified formula from this chapter is that you have to create value, you have to think big, you have to visualize clearly, and you have to believe fully, and you have to act consistently so that wealth naturally flows to you. So guys, you don't need to struggle for wealth. You don't need to take from others. You just need to create more value. You need to think bigger. You need to believe deeper, and you have to act with a purpose, because wealth is not something you chase. It is something you align with. If this video shifts your perspective, hit the like button and subscribe, because the moment you shift that belief, your entire reality begins to change. Thank you, guys.